Alright, so boys, Sonic the Hedgehog is back with another deck profile with our nerd get with same guest. Truest Cancer, aka Truest. This time we have here Oracle Think Tank. So Truest, why don't you take us down the line here?
As the previous video said, I'll go backwards from grade 3.
Alright, which way do you want to start with first?
I do the standard 8 grade lineup. 3 Susano, because he comes out pretty often, if I feel. He's a GB2 if you have 4 or more cards in hand on attack, plus 5,000 and 1 critical.
Alright.
So that's pretty pressuring for this card. Then it's on stride skill, counterblast 1, check the top 2, add 1, stack 1 to the bottom.
Alright.
So you can add hand while pressure, I guess you call it.
We got here.
I'm a Tsukuyomi user, obviously, as you can see.
Tsukuyomi.
4 Tsukuyomi. It's not LB, so I can pretty much pull off its axe skill whenever I want.
That's one of the best sets of all time, BK03. Screw your limit break.
Its
screw
skill
your
is
screw your strike.
its skill is continuous, Vanguard and Rearguard. If I don't have one of the cards of the right chain, starting from 1 up in its soul.
I think it's 0 counts too.
I think the 0 counts too as well, right?
Yeah, it says right there, go hard, Yoshi.
So if I don't have the entire right chain in soul, it becomes a 9k on Vanguard and Rearguard. So that can be a pretty big minus, I'd say.
Yeah.
But you can get around it.
What's up? And what does Tsukuyomi do?
The axe skill is counterblast 2 if you have 6 or more soul. Draw 2 cards and soul charge 1 of the cards in your hands. That helps you put the right chain back in if you happen to be Greylock. Or as the stride does, which I'll explain later, it does something else that'll help you as well.
Alright.
I was trying to find a 4 Susano, but I couldn't, so I ended up putting Battle Sister Milfiel.
It's okay, Milfiel is still good, right?
Yep. Axe skill GB1, counterblast 2, same as Susano, check the top.
Alright.
Add 1, stack 1.
Okay.
And its auto skill, once placed on Vanguard, counterblast 1, soul blast 1, draw 1 card.
Alright, very simple, right?
Yeah, very simple.
Alright, what the heck is this?
Staying on grade 3.
Oh, you're staying on grade 3?
Yeah.
Alright, what for?
Because I have 2 separate builds for the grade 3.
We're gonna do it all in one video?
Yep, we're gonna do it all in one video.
Alright, let's go.
What I do is I take out 1 of each.
What we are getting instead? Another blast from the past?
Yep, another blast from the past.
Alright, which one let's start with first?
I run the Legion pair. Ohidame. Its axe skill, Legion obviously hits for 21.
Yeah.
Search for the mate. Counterblast 1, declare the top card.
Alright.
If you happen to get the top card right, soul charge 2, and then if it happens to be a copy of the Vanguard, soul charge 2, draw 2.
Alright, and you kind of do that with
and then the Legion mate.
Comboing off the Legion mate here, right?
I only run 1. I'll explain later why I have 1. It's a continuous if you have 4 or more cards in hand, plus 4,000 on attack. Auto, at the beginning of your main phase, soul charge 1, check the top card, put it on the top or bottom.
Alright.
And then it's a Mega Blast card, because it's a blast from the past.
Yes.
So you know what Mega Blast cost is.
That's Soul Blast A, Card Blast Bob!
Yep. If attack hit, draw up to 5 cards.
And this skill is active on both circles, and it gets to hit the Vanguard. Can hit anything.
Anything. So your 7k, 9k, 12k, whatever, Rearguard.
We don't care.
We don't care.
Alright.
So that's the 2 different grade 3
That's the alternate build in case you ever feel like derping around. That's the only thing you change, right?
Yep.
Alright, so you move on grade 2s now then?
I am one of those strange people that runs really different cards. This is Weather Girl Ramune, it's a promo, 8k. During your opponent's turn, when this card is put into drop zone from Rearguard, draw a card.
So very pointing against like people that play Norikami and Kagura and stuff like that, right? If they choose this unit, unfortunately, or you don't have a choice, or if you're facing a Radicator player using Gauntlet Buster or anything like that forces you to choose one of yours, you can just choose this and be like, oh no, it's a floater. Gotta go fast.
Also, another, it's more of a tip about this card. If you happen to run it, be careful because it is a double-edged sword. Because you may draw a card, but it's a mandatory draw.
So you're very close to decking out. Be very careful about calling this, right?
Yep.
All right, and this deck has the possibility of decking out.
Very much. That's why I have the alternate build for the Amaterasu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the Legion, to put things back in. All right, for sure.
Moving on.
Well, okay. Let's start with jankier Silent Toms.
Rin calls this the savior Silent Tom. Everybody knows Silent Tom. Because everybody has a skill that copycats Silent Tom or
does something a little different.
Yep.
That's Silent Tom.
And then the true.
Copied first.
Okay. Pretty much. And then the alternate art.
Yeah, so we got both arts right here. Anime art, TCG art.
This is
I like the TCG art better, but it's up to you, however you want to run it.
I chose to run 2 of each because, like, you know, I've got
both
tips from friends like, this is the better one, this is the better one. You know what? I'd rather run both.
Is that why not satisfy everyone, right?
Yep.
All right, for so.
Moving on, another part of the right chain, the Grade 2 Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, triple R stagger, so.
When it's placed on Vanguard, if you have the Grade 1 Tsukuyomi in the Soul.
And the Grade 0.
And the Grade 0. Soul Charge 2. And then the second skill is check top 5 at the beginning of the ride phase for the Grade 3 Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, for sure. And you ride it, right?
And Superior Ride. It's a mandatory Superior Ride though. So if you plan to...
No, it's not mandatory. It says up to 1. Yeah, right there. Search for up to 1 card.
For me, it's pretty mandatory though.
Yeah, you might as well, right?
Yeah, because like...
Why would you not?
You have the option to ride. Why would you not?
Yeah, why would you not? It's a free ride.
So,
right.
Go ahead. Move on.
Okay, we got
one luck bird. I know people that run 2 to 3, but I only need the 1. So for my Amaterasu build with the Tsukuyomi and Susano, you saw I only had 1 CEO.
Yeah.
I run that in the case, I Legion, I re-ride, I have to Soul Blast. So
yeah.
I'm kind of forced to use this as one of the materials to seek the mate.
For sure.
But it saves room for my Grade 3s. I can't have too many Grade 3s because then that would clog up my deck too much.
Oh yes, for sure.
But for the original build, it's just another extra draw, basically.
Nice. I can go through your deck faster.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you happen to want to do the stack with the Tsukuyomi ride chain,
if you are able to stall long enough,
you can get there pretty
just
fast.
pray you don't play against same when I played Steel Dragon Corduroy and shuffle your deck.
AK boosters, because you saw that I was running mostly AK Grade 2s.
So you gotta have that 16k column.
So
Why are you going to run 4 though? That's what some people would ask.
I don't run 4 because I see them very often. Me personally, very often.
Alright,
So,
anecdotal evidence right here, guys.
And for this deck, there's a lot of different boosters I have in this game, so...
Alright, I guess we'll go through them in a bit, right?
Yeah, in a bit.
Alright, so we start AK Vanilla, just make them beautiful 16k columns.
Moving on.
Alright. Oh, that sign card.
That SIG, whatever. That's the... When placed on rearguard circle, search for a Susano, discard a card. That makes you shuffle,
I
but...
go with Great Grief first.
Yeah.
You can't get without having a Great Grief. If you do, that's illegal.
Yep.
Alright.
Everybody knows how stride fodder works. And then you continue skills, discard to stride.
Yeah. This card just do a stride. Easy, right?
For Sentinels, the newer version, because he unflips this deck, sometimes counterblasts a lot. Depends on what your Vanguard is or what path you want to take. Yeah. I know a lot of people who run Kuroi Kazuchi, the Grade 2 9K, GB1, on boost, if it attack Vanguard, draw a card. I found that to eat up a lot of my counterblasts and I had not too much to play with. So that's why I run Ramune.
Alright, for sure. Now remember that these perfect guards cannot guard your rear guards. So if anyone playing Commander Laurel or Shogun Overlord Yan goes up to your rear guard, you're out of luck. Unless you got like a bunch of 10k saved up. But yeah, but these are still nice. Keeping the damage game going, for sure.
For sure.
Alright, moving along.
Alright, the third part of the evolution.
Tsukuyomi herself.
It's basically the search top 5 for the Grade 2.
Yeah. Alright.
And
Sounds good.
going on to the triggers.
Alright. What's that we got? A total of 8 critical triggers?
8 critical. 2 of each of these because like I like having variety of
Yeah,
cards.
full gun making it, you run 12 crits.
Yep. 4 Psychic Birds so that you can add soul in so that you can pull up
And just go to the deck faster.
Luckbird, whatever runs on soul.
Yeah. And just
And then-
go to the deck faster, right? Because
Yep.
you just draw that card.
It's pretty wonderful to have all 4 in hand, or if you Luckbird into Luckbird into Luckbird
You mean
into
Psychic
Luckbird.
Bird.
I'm sorry, there's 2 birds. I can't remember all the birds.
Chirp, chirp. Alright, Psychic Bird, great card.
Very great card.
Hey, okay, what's this? A Stag and Oracle King and
Now you would be thinking like, oh, why aren't you running all crits? Like, oh, have you read this skill? This is pretty darn good.
I explained what each does, and it's so darn good, Trace.
Yeah, GB1 on boost at the end of the battle, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, put it on top of your deck, and shuffle. So if I happen to have a horrible stack, or I just need to get triggers back into the deck, I'll do that.
Alright, so it's like a backup plan in case Tsukuyomi fails.
So in case there's no booster for him, you can at least hit 12 or 13.
It's so huge, right, guys?
Yep, you'll still be fine.
Okay, so. Alright, and looks like you got 4 heals
4 heals, it's 4 Lozenji Magus, because
and 1 Spirit Magus, that's still I see?
this is my casual build.
Oh, Japanese.
Yeah,
I mean Korea, I mean
So-
Chinese or whatever.
for tournament, I would run 4 Lozenji Magus.
Alright.
On boost, plus 3,000, and then at the end of the turn, return the heal.
And Spirit Magus has the same exact ability.
And remember, that's a mandatory return, so you
Yeah.
can't misplay.
skip that.
You can't skip.
Alright, and then we have the God Hog Ichibiyoshi.
The last part of the ride chain, it's basically search top 5 for grade 1 Tsukuyomi, right there.
Alright, for so, and I guess now we have some G units for this.
Alright, of course.
God fixed up the past with the future, right?
I was pretty happy when that card came out.
How happy.
Very happy. The 4th evolution.
The
I did
fourth
not expect it to come out.
Alright.
Its skill is Persona Flip, Soul Charge 1 Tsukuyomi unit. There's a lot of Tsukuyomi in
So
here.
he has a total of 12.
And then check the top 5 cards, add 2 to your hand, stack 3 to the bottom, in any order you please.
Oh man, the
So,
stacking continues.
if you plan to do the stack game, you can get to the stack pretty quickly doing this.
Alright.
If you happen to be, the only problem is that you have to have a Tsukuyomi heart.
So you're not this card does nothing for you.
Yeah, so
Absolutely nothing.
yeah, if you don't have Tsukuyomi right chain, this does absolutely nothing. It's just a beater.
Alright. And then we got
The best common, I think, in my opinion,
it's a common?
well, rare, common, I can't see it very well. Rare?
Yeah, it's a rare.
It's the best rare stride. It's when attack hits, check top 2, add 1, stack 1. So it applies on hit pressure. I was thinking about 3, but I don't see it very happening too much.
Yeah,
'Cause-
most people will try to call block you, but just say, oh, perfect guard,
yeah, you'll mostly run into players that are like, oh, perfect guard, your on hit abilities. So that's. I didn't want to just run a beater.
Alright, for so.
Yeah. Moving on. Blizza, everybody know what Blizza does. In the off chance I'm into Susano and I feel like, oh, if I want to get into GB2, I'm pretty sure some of you have thought that as well. I can get to GB2 pretty fast.
Yeah.
Or if I just want to, flip a copy or
Or
whatever.
just also like go for the end game and you know you get your points like no perfect guard, super guard, like 30 something plus K grade 4 with triple drive.
Even though I have a G-Zone, I don't find myself often using the G-Zone units too much because, one, you're playing Oracle Think Tank, you're drawing like a madman. So that's gonna kill your deck pretty fast too as well.
Yeah, and if you wasn't running the Mother Roster League, then you don't exactly have ways to recover his deck.
Yep. At most, I would stride 3 times, even though I have 8 units. So like the rest is just basically for G assist if it ever happens.
And we have another unit right here, it seems.
Yep. I can't remember its full Rain Cloud. Calling Nine-Headed Dragon King. Let's just call it that. Its skill is at the end of the battle, this unit attack. Counterblast 1, choose up to 3 cards in your hand, send them back to the deck, shuffle, and then draw the same amount that you sent back.
So it's kind of like a redo.
Yeah, it's basically if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! It's
Reload.
a reload, yeah.
Or Magical Mallet, I think.
It's a pretty funny card. I don't like using dragon units, so.
Well, this is an exception.
But he's an exception just because of his skill. Because it's pretty funny when you have 3 heals in hand and you're just like send 3 heals back or 3 crit, 3 stand, 3 whatever.
3 triggers back, so I can drive check them and sack for game.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, for sure. All right.
Basically, the goal is to apply mid-game to late-game pressure.
Yeah.
And for the CEO build, make sure you don't deck out whilst doing the same thing.
All right, for sure.
Well, that's my deck. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right, there. Great. Again, it's Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're signing off. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Every time I would